Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Darth Sloan, and this is my first Clash of Clans video. Most of you know me from the Hunter or the Angler, and I've streamed that for a while on YouTube and Twitch. So I have played this game, though, Clash of Clans, for well longer than I have the Angler or the Hunter. I've played this game for years. I did take a little bit of break, but I've played it probably for the last 2 or 3 years consistently. And I do want to throw this little caveat out there. I am not an expert by any means. And I think the highest I've ever made it to as far as Legend League is 5925. I'm trying to reach that 6,000 point. And that's part of the reason I'm doing these videos. This video is going to feature a not so good attack. I mean, it's not horrible, but you know, just the mediocre attack. And then the next attack is actually a 3-star. And I'm actually looking for feedback out there in the community that maybe is better than I am at Clash of Clans. It can give me some pointers at maybe what I'm doing wrong. So I don't like complicated attacks. I like attacks that are pretty straightforward. Just kind of tell me in the comments what you think I should do, where I messed up, or any little tip that you can think of. Now, as you can see here in this first attack, this one's the one that's not so great. We have in our clan castle 3 Yetis, a clone spell, and the other 2 there, you know, are just there, but I'm actually going to use the blimp, and I have that trained up. The reason that I just want Yetis, I actually will delete a super archer or any other troop that gets donated to me. The troop capacity is 54 out of 55. I'm trying to clone these Yetis, and you'll see in my spells that I have in my inventory as well that I do have another clone spell, and I utilize a few freeze spells. I also have that revive spell that you'll see here. Now, speaking of the revive spell, and this is an air attack. I like air attacks. I seem to not do so well with ground attacks with the latest update. I used to do the Root Rider thing, but it seems like I just get burnt too many times trying to do that. But this is an air attack, and I'm pretty successful. I'll average 3 or 4 3-stars normally if I just go with this attack. Sometimes I start getting creative and start trying to throw this troop or that troop in. But anyway, my revive spell, I kind of want to tell you a little bit about it and how I use it. I want to use it on my Barbarian King. However, when my Barbarian King dies, it depends on where he dies at. And my Barbarian King is set up to where it heals every time it hits something, and he's got a lot of hit points. So that is the one that's recommended from the videos that I've watched, that you use the revive spell on. However, if he dies getting burnt down by a single target Inferno, for example, or he dies right next to the monolith, you can't just pop the revive spell right then, because he's just going to get burnt again. You got to wait until the attention gets drawn over on something else. And you got to think about this too. If it gets drawn over onto one of my dragons, for example, and I think I can revive my Barb King, but the walls are still intact, Inferno Tower is going to burn that dragon down really quick, and then it's just going to switch right back to my Barb King because the wall's still intact. Now, if the wall is not intact and he can actually get to that Inferno, and you know that Inferno is the next thing he's going to attack, he's going to attack the closest thing to him, even if it's a resource or just a building. I wish they had smarter AI, but they don't. If that Inferno that killed him is the closest thing to him, then that's what he's going to go attack. So if the Inferno's putting its attention on something else, then that is a good opportunity to revive your Barb. But sometimes it's just not possible, and you got to revive one of your other heroes. So what I like to do sometimes, my plan B is normally the Royal Champion, because right now my minion is upgrading. So I'm using the Royal Champion in its place. The Royal Champion is great because you know that it's going to go after defenses, but you can't just pop it up. It's going to melt. It doesn't have the hit points that the Barb King has. So I'm hoping that the Royal Champion, that I can revive it if I can't revive my Barb King, but it depends on the situation, and attention has to be on other things. I can't just revive the Royal Champion if it's going to get melted immediately. I especially like to revive my Royal Champion if I have used the ability for the Rocket Spear and I didn't get to use all of them, because I think you get to use 10 long-range rockets, and if it dies and it's only used 3, when it gets revived, it will use the other 7. So that is awesome. if that happens. So I'm going to drop those in, and you guys let me know in the comments where I messed up, what I can improve on. This first attack's not so well. Let's drop it in there. All right, you can see here, guys, 8 balloons, 9 dragons, 4 dragon riders, a rage spell, 4 free spells, a clone spell, revive spell, and you saw my clan castle already. Let's see what happens here with this attack. Now, I like to check the Infernos to see if they are multi or if they're single. If they're single, I know I have to use my free spells on them or they will melt. I'm also checking my air defenses here. I like to line my queen up with where it's going to hit 2 air defenses and take 2 air defenses out while avoiding the air sweepers in the direction that they are pointed in. I wasted a little bit of time here because I was indecisive. Now, watch, this is kind of a successful. I just missed, I got turned just a little bit and just missed that other air defense on the other side, and it does end up costing us in the end. You can see here, I kind of like to dump everything in one spot. My Barbarian King splitting off to the right, and now I use my Warden spell to make sure that my blimp gets there. I see my Barbarian King is taking some hits, so I probably should use that ability right now. It's going to give me a little bit of health and get that ball going. So there, I did that. You see, the cloned Yetis have no problem taking the town hall down if you can get it there. So I've got my free spells, and I probably should have used more of them by now. I just got sidetracked and distracted and didn't use them like I should have. That monolith is just absolutely wearing everything out there, and I finally realized it and froze it, but a little bit too late by now. Got that aggravating ice golem coming over and freezing me up here. So right now I have my revive spell left. I've got too much stuff going on here. I didn't utilize my free spells too good. I probably come in for the wrong angle. This is where you guys can kind of tell me. Now you see, I'm going to get a little bit more out of my Barb King because he doesn't have anything real big that's targeting him right now. But yes, he does actually. I didn't see that Archer Queen over there absolutely wearing him out. So that probably wasn't the best idea to revive him. I might should have revived my Royal Champion. There's just too much left for these 2 dragons and this Grand Warden that just died to deal with. 78%. So that's not a great attack right there. Now let's move on to another attack. This one is actually a pretty good one, although there was some luck involved. Hello. My name is Darth Sloan. Do you suck at fishing? Are you struggling to catch diamond fish? If so, get yourself a Darth Sloan mug. That's good coffee. You'll still suck at fishing, but you'll have coffee in a cool mug. All right, let's go see what we can do here with this one. So now I'm looking at this one. I see the air sweepers going in that direction, so I don't want to come from that angle. I see multi-target infernos. So that's not too bad. Now I need to see where are those air defenses at, and can I take 2 of them out? I probably need to come from the back so I can avoid air sweepers. And I like coming from the back too because that means I'm going to get to that monolith quicker. And by using my free spells, I should be able to hopefully mitigate the damage. So I missed the second air defense again, but this ends up working out. I do 3-star here, barely. You can see things are looking pretty good right now. I have not used my Royal Champion yet. I see my Queen's taking a beating, so I put my Royal Champion in there, although I did forget to go ahead and use the ability for the long range defenses. I might could have saved my Queen had I done that, because my Royal Champion is taking a beating right now, and I'm using those boots, those electro boots, because that does damage to everything around it. You can see here, I finally popped that ability, but he dies, or she dies. The Royal Champion's a she, sorry. She dies. And I don't know at this point what I need to revive. Look at this. You wouldn't think that I would 3-star with what I have left here. I have 4 dragons that are about to die. I decided to pop my Royal Champion there because I figured my Barb King wouldn't be able to get through the walls to get to what it needed to over there, and it would just get melted again. And I was like, well, while these things have the attention of the defenses, I can pop my Royal Champion. And I noticed by doing a quick scan of the area that there wasn't any big hitters left near the Royal Champion. So that's what I mean by Royal Champion is plan B. As you can see here, there's nothing really left that's going to melt my Royal Champion. So even though I was at a low percentage, I was around 55%, I was like, you know, my Royal Champion might be able to take out the rest of these defenses. And look at this. Look at her doing work. And all I have is a dragon and my Phoenix here. Everything else is buildings. And we got very lucky there. But that was the decision. Had I gone with the Barbarian King, I don't think I would have 3-starred here if I had revived it or anything else. That Royal Champion died in the best place, and I waited until just the right time to pop it and bring it back. So I got a little lucky here, and we perfected and got a 3-star. So you guys, please let me know in the comments how I could have improved these attacks, even though that was a 3-star. I totally messed up and got lucky. But if you see anything here, maybe something I need to tweak, let me know in the comments. My name is Darth Sloan. I invite you to come on over to the Angler, the Hunter, see if you like those games. I stream those mostly. I'm starting to reach out and stream a few other games. Like I'm thinking about streaming Farming Sim a little more and things like that. Let me know in the comments what games you think are fun too. And please hit that free subscribe button. We are giving away a brand new Xbox Series X at 50,000 subscribers. It's absolutely free. And we've been growing pretty quickly here lately, and let's see where this Clash of Clans thing takes us. I might learn a little bit from you. That's the whole point. I'm hoping to become a better Clash of Clans player, and with your help, maybe we'll do so. So anyway, guys, my name's Darth Sloan. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.